Hello again, folks. So, I'm going to get very basic with you this week. Um, yes, here's something that you'll all be really familiar with. Okay? Now, I'm doing this because I'm not assuming that everyone's sitting about eating sweets and watching films, but you never know. Um, we could be sitting for long periods of time, more than we're used to in times like these. Okay? And with sitting about like that comes tension. Uh, and tension takes up a lot more energy than you would think. So we, at the beginning of a class, we do our warm-ups. Okay? Now these take 5 minutes, maybe a wee bit more. But what it does is just loosens everything up, gets everything moving. And if you're sitting about for long periods of time, it's a good thing just to get up now and again and have a wee bit of movement, okay? So I'm going through these in a wee bit of detail because it doesn't do any harm and it's a great thing to do. You know, just now and again, a few times throughout the day, if you feel the tension coming on, feel yourself getting a wee bit agitated, just get up, do a wee bit of loosening. Okay, so we'll go through the way we do and explain each movement as we're going through them. Standing natural, as you can see, the feet are shoulder width, parallel, hands are just where they naturally fall. Okay, so when we're doing head rolls, a lot of people do head rolls these days. They'll sort of do like different ranges of motion like this, tilting to the side, back, forward. Generally why they're discouraged is people come at them too quick a lot of the time. Imagine this is the head. If you're doing that, it's just going to create more tension in the neck. So when we do the head roll, we do it really slowly. And to start, hands on the hips. Okay, you don't have to. But the head, just as slippery, as if you're looking down towards the ground, the floor. And just let it rest, like your chin's resting on your chest. Not necessarily touching the chest, but you know what I mean. And then the rotation is really slow. And I notice the eyes are open here. Okay. And generally I would do about 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. Keeping it nice and slow. Remember that the neck holds a lot of tension and you'll feel this. So do it within your own limits. Don't be forcing anything, but keeping it really slow. Keeping the breathing natural as well. So for the rest of the exercises, I generally do them in cycles of 3. So for example, the one we're doing now for the arms, I'll do 12 in one direction, 12 in the other. Same with all the other ones. Okay, so just general guide. You can do as many as you want, but generally cycles of 3. So for the shoulders, this one's a combination exercise. Does the shoulders, elbows, and the wrists. Okay, so what we're basically doing is folding the arms in like this, and just at the front of the shoulders, the middle fingers where they meet generally corresponds to the start of the lung channel. Okay, so there's a very slight bit of pressure in the middle fingers on these points, and then with the elbows, as if you're drawing circles. Okay, coming right round. Now what you want to watch out for in this exercise is bringing the shoulders up like this. Okay, even though the elbows come up, we want to keep the shoulders down. Okay, so again, cycles of 3. So I do 12 in one direction, I'm not going to do 12. And then the same thing in the other direction. And as you can see, keeping them nice and slow. Okay, so that's the neck, arms. Next one's for the whole torso. So this is the double, what I call the double turn. Okay, so now for the double turn, so we'll talk about this in a wee bit more detail. It's probably the most involved of all the warm-ups. Okay, so the object of the double turn is we're giving the body a bit of a chance just to do the big turn by doing a small turn first. You know, so we're loosening up a wee bit by just turning to the side. So the hands round about level with your solar plexus. Again, shoulders and chest relaxed. The knees are bent for this one. And you'll notice on the second turn, they bend even more. So I'm going to do this from a couple of different directions, okay? Just to show you. So the first turn to the side, and then we come back to the center. The second time, I'm going right round. This time, I'm looking across at this heel here. So as you see on the second one, I'll bend the knees a wee bit more. That makes it easier, just loosens the hip up a wee bit. And from there, I go to the other side. That's a small turn. Back to the center, and then right round. Okay? So if you're looking at that from the side, just a few different angles here. Side, center, opposite heel, other side, center, other heel. And then from the back, from here, side, center, right round, you're looking at that heel, and then from here, other side, center, and the other heel. And the more familiar you become with this, you want to sort of try and build in a springiness to it. It's as if, you know, the body's pulling you back around to the centre again when you get there, and then again pulling you from there to the other side. I'm doing a little bit quick here just to demonstrate that. Okay, so that's the double turn. Next one, fairly straightforward. This is the one we're working the hips here. Okay, now again, circle. Okay, so a good generous circle. So you're pushing back out to the side, forward. Okay, and you're doing that nice and slowly. Again, cycles of 3, so I generally again do about 12 of those, and the same in the other direction. Now, as you notice here in this one, imagine I'm balancing something on my head. The head's staying in the one position, okay? You want to try and keep that notion that you're not, make you dizzy this, making me dizzy, you know, so we don't want to be all over the place with this one, with the head thrashing about like this. You want to keep your head naturally upright, so the movement is right down into the hips. You feel that movement, and then again, as I say, in the other direction. Okay, so apart from the neck, another area that holds a lot of tension, the knees. Okay, so for this one, the legs are together, they're supporting each other. Okay, the hands center the palm on the kneecap, so basically the top heels of the hands are here, just supporting the knees. Okay, so when we're doing this one, starting with the legs straight like this, and generous circle. Okay, now for those of you who have only started, aren't too familiar with a lot of these moves, you may find that this one is a wee bit heavy on the knees. Okay, in that case, just do smaller circles. Nothing wrong with that. You're still working the knees, and through time build it up into just bigger circles. With this one too, just for everyone, and it's something that I'll probably incorporate after this video. When you get to the end of each, so say we're doing like 12 in one direction, 12 in the other, okay? So when you get to the end of one cycle, like this, okay? Stay down and push your knees back. Just lean forward a wee bit and just feel that stretch on the back of the legs. Okay, this helps with the flexibility in the legs as well. Excuse me. And then the same, then we would do them in the other direction. And again, when you get to the end of that, just for a wee moment, push back. Okay, and just lean forward. You'll feel that right down into the back the back of the legs are. It's a good stretch. So the final one then is for the ankles, okay? Not be able to demonstrate too well with these boots on, but the idea is we're pivoting on the toe, and this leg is very light, okay? Very bally leg there, see that? And the idea is that we're keeping that light, so there's like, you're not just like this where there's tension getting into the leg. You want to keep the ankle light, and using the toes as the pivot, rotate. Again, cycles of 3, one direction and the other. And then the same with the other foot, pivoting on the toes, one direction, and then the other. And then at the very end, it's as if you're shaking water off your hands and feet. That's just a general shake out. Okay. Now I know that's fairly basic for a lot of you, so it is. But as I was saying, just as something that maybe it doesn't involve like a Tai Chi practice where you want to do form or meditation or anything that I've shown you in the other videos, just as something that if you're feeling a wee bit you need to move, it's a great thing, and it's only, like I say, about 5 minutes. And you can precede it and follow it if you want also, just with a wee bit of stillness. But there it is. So enjoy, and I'll give you a wee salutation. Thank you.